Previously on American Grit, the team's got a rude awakening.
It's time to wake up!
And they had their navigation skills tested.
That way. We're screwed.
Red team's behind us.
We're just scared more. Let's run.
But in the end, it was Team Noah who once again came out the victors.
They just will not be denied!
Back at base camp, Cam went behind enemy lines.
Whoa.
K-Joy, Tony, and Mario faced the circus, but the burden was too heavy.
That's it. I quit.
K-Joy's chances of winning $250,000 disappeared.
Go!
Tonight.
Let's go!
Forget this rah-rah-rah, we got a good attitude. I'm tired of getting beat.
The battle continues both on and off the field.
She's playing you.
He's playing a psyops on him, psychological warfare.
And the stakes have never been higher.
Fighting with everything he's got!
Without Tony, Team T goes bye-bye.
But a surprise visit could change the competition. Who will be the next contestant to give up, ring out, and go home?
It's over!
Before I send you back to base camp, I have a special added announcement today. As we near the finals, every victory is crucial, and the stakes of your next evolution will reflect that more than ever. When you head back to base camp tonight, you'll get a better perspective of what I'm talking about.
From evolution to evolution, you don't know what to expect. So I'm on pins and needles right now.
I told you.
What is this?
The winners of the next evolution will get a visit from their loved ones.
Oh, snaps.
We gotta win. We gotta win.
As this competition progresses, it's wearing on them. It's similar to us being in the military. When you're deployed, you're missing all the luxuries of home and everyone that you left behind.
Is that your dad?
Look, she's gonna cry.
Like, I didn't get to see my dad when I left because he was traveling, so I haven't seen him for like 3 months.
My dad has always been there, and it's hard sometimes to get through without him being here.
We have to win this evolution.
Who else we got?
My pops.
And he's military too.
101st Airborne, same as Noah. My dad supports everything that I did. He's a minister as well as I am. He's the pastor of a church. But, you know, we're getting towards the home stretch. And seeing family is icing on top of the cake, but the cake is always make it all of us to the final circus.
Lumberjack?
Got my girlfriend with the baby.
Oh!
Baby's down here. When I left, my girlfriend was pregnant and not showing, and she's showing now, so I'd love to see that. I don't know if it's gonna be a little lumberjack or a little lumberjoe, but I'm super excited. I can't wait to be a father.
Well, the motivation's up. It's on. Hip hopping again.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So many reasons to be excited today. The winner of today's evolution is not only safe from the circus, but will get a visit from home. And just like our U.S. military on overseas deployment, after a while, you get to miss your family. Noah.
When you're on a deployment, you miss them so much, but then you have to constantly remind yourself that you're doing a job for them. And that's kind of what motivates you to keep going on day to day.
T?
For me, it was my daughter, missing the holidays, missing Thanksgiving, Christmas, her birthday.
Goldie, we've talked about your family. What would that mean to you?
Oh man, it would be some fuel to the fire. It would be the last bit of that I need to get through this.
You guys know what's at stake today. Let's find out how to get there, which brings us to today's evolution. One of the most basic and important tasks for infantry in the U.S. military is fortification. Today's evolution is called Barricade the Bunker, and it goes like this. Inside each of these bunkers is a very valuable set of flags. Your goal is to protect your flag at all costs. Here's how it'll work. Each cadre will pick one team member who will have 30 minutes to barricade the bunker. As you can see, each team has been given the same basic materials to do it. Strategy is up to you guys. When that 30 minutes is over, the cadre will select another team member whose mission is simple. break into an opposing team's bunker and retrieve your flag. First team to do this wins the evolution. Win the evolution, safe from the circus. Safe from the circus, you don't ring out. And you get the bonus of seeing your family. In Team T's case, Tony will be doing both the barricading and the breaching. T, how do you feel about Tony competing as a team of one?
We're the Marine Corps. So our slogan is the few, the proud. We just happen to be the fewest today. But that's okay.
This will be contained mayhem. Cadre, get with your team, form a game plan.
As an infantry soldier on a deployment living with the locals and the enemy that you didn't know who it was life or death to make sure that we had our living spaces fortified completely. You're gonna fortify it, you're gonna break down whichever one we end up doing. With Mark's strength, the whole strategy is we wanna tie this thing up with as many knots as possible. With the amount of hand strength he has, it's gonna be really difficult to get undone. If they can't get those knots undone, they can't get in.
I got you building, I got you breaching.
Okay.
So
What's the best way to...
The first thing is the actual handle. They have to actually use that handle to get through. That's the first thing we have to secure.
Yep.
Second thing, I think we should build layers of a process they have to actually get through. And we got plenty of material to actually layer that up.
You're gonna build, you're gonna destroy. When it comes to building, we're gonna start close and then, work our way out. The thing that we're gonna try and achieve is just design as many problem sets for the person coming in as we can and make those as intricate or as complex as we can.
Just utilize the rings.
Okay.
And it should be like a spider web.
So
an intricate spider web. So
okay.
no one can get through.
Yep.
Chicago style. Like you barricade your home, nobody's getting in. We're both from Chicago, so we know in order to keep people from breaking in your house, you gotta create layers. Same thing in the Marine Corps. You secure your belongings. Gear adrift is gear amiss. Right? And then when you reach,
It's all about
already know.
through.
It's all about breaking through. Chicago style.
All right, strategy is over. Competitors take your starting marks.
We're playing for two really important things at this point in the game. One, immunity from going into that circus. Part two is getting to see your family. Hayes in particular, I feel like, has this just very, very deep connection and kind of respect with her father. He's a Marine. To be honest, I want her to win just so I can shake that devil dog's hand and tell him what a great daughter he raised.
Prepare to barricade your bunker.
Let's go, Hayes.
3, 2, 1, go! The teams all have the same material to choose from, including chains, ropes, fencing, wood, and various fasteners. Cam doing his best Tom Brady over there, looking pretty good.
I don't like it. Turn the other one.
Securing the doorknob was our first strategy. I mean, if I was in a house doing like a sniper hut or something like that, I'd make sure that the door was secured. There you go, nice. Just make it tight, just make it tight.
So far, the basis of everybody's strategy has been chains and chicken wire.
Crisscross. This way. Yep. Just like you did, but opposite direction.
Nice. Okay.
Tony developing some sort of Houdini-type stunt.
Me being by myself puts a lot more pressure on me to make everything just as perfect as possible. If I do make a mistake, it might cost me a little bit more because everybody else has 3 or 2 heads thinking for them. I have 1.
20 minutes remain.
Need a little bit more.
Quick.
Team Nick has secured the doorknob, but seems to be struggling with the fencing.
Can you just push it through there and then lock it on the other side with another lock?
Yeah.
Team Rourke already has some fencing secured, as does Team Noah.
Big lumberjack.
Mark, no stranger to timber, doing what he can to use his specialties to his advantages.
Sitting it on top of just like it's a ledge.
My strategy was weaving boards in and all that. That creates pressure on everything.
I would just tie as many knots as you can.
Use that hand strength.
It's so tight in some areas you can't get in there to undo them.
20 minutes gone by. 10 minutes remain.
You don't need it to be tight. It just needs to be a place that they have to undo.
Get the slack in there.
Yep.
Pull it tight.
All right.
Nick advising Cam, who at points seems to be a bit shaken.
We need a lot more mesh.
Come on, Cam.
Got it.
I think when it comes to making something intricate and under a time constraint, it might bother him a little bit.
Cam, don't worry about that.
Okay. I'm just trying to tie it in a knot. You can't not change. It doesn't
Cam,
work.
Stop.
2 minutes remaining. 2-minute warning. Two minutes remaining. 2-minute warning.
They want in your house, Make them work.
Check out the lumberjack pulling those knots so tight his hands are bleeding. Looks like he's putting together a grill. He just looks like he's in his element over there.
Anchor point right here.
The goal here is to build a solid bunker so that the opposing team cannot break through it.
Right there.
Not only safety from the circus, but a visit from a loved one hanging in the balance here.
I see our families today, guys.
The point that we really emphasized was creating spots where intricate work would need to be done, time-consuming work. You guys start looking at just ways of other places we can fill things in, because any place there's a single point, I want it locked again.
1 minute remaining. This is the 1 minute
We have
warning.
to keep the tension tight.
A day off here could be crucial for Tony.
Come on, Kim, faster. Go back to that anchor.
Half a minute, 30 seconds left. You need to make your bunker impenetrable to see your family and stay safe from the
Come on,
circus.
Kim.
Tie a knot again.
Not hurry fast.
Do that, more knots.
4, 3, 2, 1. What you're doing. Away from the bunker.
I think we've got the ugliest one.
Okay, teams, now it's time to breach.
Dang, look at Tony's. His looks like he's waiting for the zombie apocalypse.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Safety from the circus and a family visit at stake. Let the demolition begin. Jim, Tony, Mario, Claire, you are now standing in front of the bunker that you have been chosen to breach. You will each have only a pair of pliers to help you get in that bunker and retrieve your team's flag. First to the flagpole wins this evolution, avoids the circus, and earns a visit with loved ones for the team. Competitors, at the ready.
It's easy.
3, 2, 1, go!
Get in there, baby. Get in there. Get in there, baby. You're a cop. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Pull
Right
that.
there we
Pull
go.
that. Jim, pull that off. Pull that off.
Jim working through the labyrinth set up by Hayes for Team Rourke.
You've got little points right here that will get undone.
Mario buried in knots over there.
Forget about the chain after that. Get the rope.
Tony ripping away chains, ripping away rope. Claire the same.
Your body, you don't think you can squeeze your body through that top
Then
corner?
break that top and just
You know,
squeeze in. So you
shine
can
that-
climb right through.
Yeah.
The goal
Yeah.
is to get inside. Mario first to go for the pliers.
Yes, use players.
You gotta pull on this too.
Obviously has his work cut out for him. Mark did a heck of a job fortifying that bunker.
You gotta get this one knot done.
Mario, you got this. I feel it. I feel it right now.
We attack this first knot on the lower left-hand corner. And this is tied by the lumberjack, which is 250 pounds of man. There's a lot of tension on this knot.
Work the thing with your hands too.
Come on, Jim.
Jim taking the gargantuan approach.
Come in, Jim. Come in. Jim, come in. We have the slack right
Jim
there.
is inside the fencing.
Here we go, Jim.
He has the door open. Isn't enough to get through. Isn't enough to get through.
The key to their design was the chain around the doorknob. Hayes had it so tight, there was no slack.
It's the little twisty thing.
It was really intricate, but my fingers aren't really working too well.
Undo that. Undo that.
Right here, baby.
Right there. There.
T encouraging Tony, fighting to keep his team alive in this competition. And right now, a doorknob is the only thing standing between Jim and victory.
Once you get that slack, you just go to the next one. That's enough slack for you.
T led me through it, got the rope out the way. As I started pulling more rope, the chicken coop got loose. That gave me the entryway to get up in there.
Unhook it. Take them gloves off.
Only one team can win this. Claire still removing material.
This chain, I need to know where this chain goes.
Undo this one. This will take this chain out of the way.
What's that?
Tony did a really, really amazing job. Everything I undid, there was something behind it.
Pull that out. Pull it.
It just was like layers and layers of stuff.
Jim is at the door.
There we go, Jim.
Does Jim have enough room?
Come on, get that slack. It's the slack, Jim. It's the slack.
When you get dumped with adrenaline, fine motor skills are gone.
You just have to get it
Up
off.
against.
Where's the slack coming from? Where's the slack coming from?
All right, now
Take
pull,
it,
pull,
take it,
pull,
take it, push
big
it
pull,
back.
big pull, big
There
pull,
you go,
big pull,
Mario.
pull again.
Tony squeezing his way in, doing some amateur locksmith work over there.
Open the door, baby.
Tony has the door
Open the
open.
door, baby.
Can he get through?
Get in there.
Just see if we get in there. Mario, don't, look.
Team Rourke has their door open. Mario trying to worm himself through. Jim still mere inches away. But it's Tony who's found a way through.
Get the flag. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
And now Mario is in. Hold on 1 second. Tony fighting with everything he's got, fighting for a team of one to get himself a well-deserved day off.
Jab, hit, roll!
Whoa! We have a winner. Tony ahead of Mario by mere seconds.
That's what I'm thinking, bro.
Oh my God. Thought we had it.
Tony, proudly raise your flag. You have won the evolution.
Here we go.
That's that Chicago style
Yeah,
right there.
that's Chicago style, right there. We're safe from the circus, safe from ringing out. Team T is still intact. We're hanging by a strand, but we're still in there. We live to fight another day, and I couldn't be happier right now.
Good job. Good job.
That's the one I wanted.
We're experiencing what other teams have experienced time and time again. So it's a building moment for us. This is the second time we've been knocked down, and we can come back again.
My barricade wasn't the best thing in the world, you know. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed.
He wormed his way in.
Wormed it in,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry, guys.
Man, I want to see my dad.
Never saw him. Never saw him.
The hardest thing right now is not punching Cam in his fat face for not fortifying his bunker better. The reward was not just avoiding circus. The reward was family time. Like, I hurt thinking that I'm not going to see my dad.
Tony, few, the proud, indeed. You get yourself a visit from your family, and you are safe from the circus. T, at the beginning, you said the Marines were the few, the proud. Have any advice for the Army they just defeated?
I mean, Army stands for ain't ready to be a Marine yet. So we took this. We showed them today.
Indeed you did. And now it is decision time. Nick, Rourke, Noah, you will choose a member of your team to face the circus. Team Noah, your second taste of defeat. We will see you guys at the sentencing.
We're so close to the finals, and I want the team to be 3 strong. But then there's always that risk that something could happen.
Stop.
Holy smokes.
Like 10 seconds after the evolution, I was mad.
God.
Furious.
At Cam? Were you mad at Cam?
No, not at Cam. The game is over. Wipe that slate clean, but
I'm still gonna punch Cam in his face. You
But-
could have got like 2 more knots in there. 2 more knots, and we would have had that.
Hayes does have true feelings for Cam. I don't know how deep they run or whatever, but we really have to focus on ourselves and what we can do better as a team to win an evolution.
it would have been nice. But when business has to be taken care of out there, it was gonna be us 3.
But we wouldn't be sitting here thinking about like, oh yeah, you know, at least Team Noah's going to circus. We'd be here going, my dad's coming, and it just infuriates me.
What's up, what's up? You got a second? Yeah. All right, I need to blindfold you though.
Oh,
right.
I'm going to regret this.
The person in the house who wanted to see their loved one the most was Hayes. We're going to my room. Blue team was so close to winning today, so I'm here to cheer Hayes up. All right?
Okay.
Take off your blindfold. Ta-da!
Cam, what is this?
We got champagne.
Oh my God.
I guess in a way it was my apology for building such a crappy barricade.
Oh.
Usually all my dates are in the backseat of cars for like 15 minutes, so this is something different.
Oh my God. Wow.
Cam and Hayes had their little date. They're adorable.
Last endurance challenge.
They're like, wait.
And I got a freaking spin too. It seems like everyone's just trying to stay positive. You know, everyone knows what's ahead of us, and everyone's got to kind of stay relaxed and happy.
Give me the gold medal.
That was a 5. That was a 5.
There's a good possibility that you and I might have to go to circus together. You know, 50-50 chance, and then somebody from Team Noah. So, I mean, somebody has to go home at the end of the day.
It's going to be Team Noah.
All right, I can cheer to that.
I can cheers to that. I kind of blamed him for being the reason why my dad's not here, and that was selfish of me. What a sweet guy. Like, this is a great first date. This is probably one of the best first dates I've ever been on. Come here.
Uh-oh.
On deployments, especially the invasion of Iraq, we would constantly do this rucking, just putting on a pack and just walk. The advantage to us doing this out here is we don't have to be tactical and quiet. It is extremely difficult to choose between Mark, David, and Claire to send to the circus. I could send somebody and they go home and miss out on something in the end that could greatly improve their lives for them and their families. Whoever goes to the circus, go into it like it's your last day here, because it could be. I'm gonna do my best to make the best decision for the team, and the four of us will be at the next evolution. All right?
Let's do it.
I have a feeling Nick will pick me. So, you know what I mean?
Hi.
Hi. Bye.
It's ridiculous. I think that Cam doesn't know it's a game. He's so young. He's only 21. And I think Hayes is playing a psyops on him, psychological warfare. I mean, do you want to send home the girl you like? If you had to go up against Hayes, my fear is...
Distraction.
Distraction. Her getting into your head.
Yeah. She's told me, she's like, well, I act like it's a competition, but like, she goes, I'd be really distracted if I went to circus against you.
That's a game. That's a game, dude. That's a game.
Yeah.
That's a game.
She's got a strong mind.
That's a game.
She's playing you.
Listen to the gym. She's playing you. Yeah.
I don't think going up against Hayes in the circus would be a distraction, but I think it would be hard to focus.
When I get the phone call or the page to say, get on the Blackhawks or the Chinooks, we're about to fly and hit a target, I get cold. I don't talk to
game time. Right?
Yeah.
No, I get you.
Everything's on the line right now. I don't want to end up in Tony's position.
Nope.
We have to win.
You know, honestly, that's what I dig about this place. It is a competition, but every time I walk in to see you guys, I feel like I walk into the bar from Cheers. Seriously, you guys make me feel so welcome. As you guys know, there's a very special reward today. Tony, come on up here. For winning the evolution, Tony earned himself a visit from a family member, and I wanted you all here to welcome his visitor. To the victor goes the spoils. I hope you enjoy your time.
Cena opens the door. Well, wicked smart. I know that's not Tony's sister.
Tony, to the victor goes the spoils. I hope you enjoy your time. Come on in, man.
She hasn't seen her father in like 4 months, so I've been blessed to get safe from the circus. So share the blessing, and I'm giving her the family visit instead.
You're the man, dude. Yeah.
You're a class act.
Surprise! Plus, he's a Marine too. I'm representing the Marine Corps, so I'm happy. Nice to meet you, brother. No problem.
Thank you so much. That was nice. So nice.
Oh, man.
How you doing, Gunny?
How you doing?
Tony is so selfless. I feel like I have better than I deserve today.
For someone to struggle as much as Tony has, finally make it to victory lane, and then openly give away his reward, I think is not only outstanding, but it is absolutely everything that we represent. Thank you, Tony.
Making my father proud is my main motivation to excel.
For my dad to come here and see that I'm one of the final 9 with these athletes, like, that has just lit a fire under my ass, and I'm gonna go as hard as I can these next final evolutions.
So when I was in the Marines, I was taking my Marine Corps career in a different direction. And I went career planner, I'm like, I think I want to be a Navy SEAL, you know? Yeah. And so when I saw how cold those guys were, I was like, I will ring that bell on the first day.
It's so funny though, because he told me, he's like, I hope that they don't get anything cold for you.
Well, you've done your part, and it's been a treat. It's a pleasure to meet you,
yes,
brother.
Sir,
we'll see you soon.
Take care.
Yep.
Isn't he so cool?
He is so cool.
I know.
You're surrounded by cool. How often is it like this?
Every day.
Oh,
I mean,
bet.
the challenges themselves are so mentally, physically, emotionally just taxing. And then you throw cold, wet on top of it, and
Right.
you lose focus of the task at hand.
I'm incredibly proud of Hayes. She's always been that person that's was never willing to quit. I like to think that she gets that trait from me, but she's a tough kid. She's always going to come out on top. Just keep on doing what you're doing, and that's going to be enough.
Thanks, Dad.
A rather unfamiliar backdrop for our selection process. The elements and weather at the circus has been deemed extreme. Those chosen to face the circus, regardless of tomorrow's elements, will run. Because indeed, this circus is extremely important. One person will give up, one person will ring out, one person will go home. But for the two that survive, since they will be exempt from next week's circus, they get the golden ticket into the finals of American Grit. Nick, who have you chosen to face the circus?
Tough decision for me. Reminds me of that little space in between a fired rifle and a shoulder pocket. Anything in between that area, once the rifle's fired, you kind of get smushed. So I'm kind of in between that little space, that gap. But at the end of that rifle comes out a bullet, and it, destroys anything in its path. Sending my bullet, Cam.
Cam, you've been chosen to face the circus.
Thank you.
Bring it home.
But with a smile on your face. Anything to add?
I think every circus needs a clown, and today it's C-A-M, that's me.
Rourke, please.
One of the things that was interesting about yesterday's evolution was that 2 people got to compete and 1 sat out. But I think the person that didn't get to work is ready to get in there and do it. So I'm going to pick Goldie.
Goldie, you've been chosen to face the circus. That leads me to Noah. You've only been to the circus once before and ended up losing a team member. A very difficult decision on your hands.
This decision was extremely difficult. It kept me up all night. We're really close to the end of this competition. I want to see my 3 be the winners. All 3 of them bring something to the table. And if somebody goes home, that's something that we lose. Whoever goes in and finishes is guaranteed a chance to win $250,000. But then on the flip side, one of these 3 could never even get that opportunity.
Who are you sending to the circus?
Mark.
Throwing Big Mark in there. This will be his first time competing in the circus. Noah, please explain your decision-making process.
I've watched his hands bleed. The man does not know how to quit.
The circus is demanding. The circus is also unpredictable. There are no guarantees, there are no automatics in this process. The unpredictable curveball of this circus is you will face the circus without your cadre. You will rely on your team. You will decide who would you like by your side at the platform acting as your cadre.
The reason we've been so successful in the circus is the fact that we do have the best cadre standing there right beside us doing the whole thing. I don't even want to think about not having him there.
And make no mistake about it, tomorrow's circus will indeed be extreme.
I'm deciding who I'm gonna let go on the platform with me. Having you down there and Cam competing could be a big advantage.
I mean, my focus would be on you.
Right.
But his focus might not.
Right. Okay. I think it may be a slight distraction.
Definitely think it's a great strategy.
It is. You love a boy.
Oh, at the end of the day, this is all about winning.
Sound good to me?
I've been actually waiting to talk to you for quite some time. What's making you tick through this whole thing?
Well, lots of things. I mean, my main drive and any competition in life is my family. Everything is family-based for me. Yeah, I have an identical twin brother.
Get out of town.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
Got 2 of these.
2 big lumber squatch-looking dudes with chainsaws.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Speaking of family, you got a family of your own on the way.
I can't wait. It's my first baby.
Yep.
I don't even know how to feel. It's amazing.
This is your first time running the circus, and you'll have to run it without your cadre. Is there any added stress without Noah?
I suppose, yeah, that's in the mind of everyone here doing the circus today. But to be honest with you, I can't let that block my focus. I'm gonna have my team there, and he's gonna still be with me I mean, in spirit and in heart.
I don't think there is anything that can crack you guys. You guys you have a plan, you stick to it. I hope you keep it up, man.
Thank you.
We have Cam, who's been in there once, and Goldie, this will be her third time. They just know what it's like to have their back against the wall. Mark has only experienced the circus as a spectator. He's never failed when he's challenged, but the circus is always unpredictable. And he's facing it for the first time, without Noah by his side. And that in itself could be the difference maker today.
What do you feel about your stand-in?
I'm gonna put a name in the hat, and then one of you guys can pick. I'd rather both of you guys down there.
Is that a man bag?
No, this is my girlfriend's bag.
All sorts of secrets. It's green. At least it's the right color.
You don't think I can rock it?
Yeah.
The circus begins to evolve as we steamroll towards the finals of this competition. Today, competitors do not have the faith of their cadre behind them. They have the faith of their teammates.
Whatever this circus is, I just hope that it plays in Cam's favor. This is one of those situations where you bet everything on black and hope for the best.
Some of you, circus veterans, some of you have worked very hard to make sure that this is only your first circus.
I feel really confident, but you got this giant man in Mark, you got this small, fiery girl in Goldie, and then there's me. So it's a very weird mix right now.
Now let's get down to business. As with every circus, one person will give up. One person will ring out. One person will go home. Today, as usual, the circus will begin with the punishing obstacle course. When you arrive on the endurance platform, you'll see sets of stilts that are held together by links of chain. When your endurance test starts, you will mount yourself on the lowest set of footrests on the stilts. On my signal, you will move up to the second, smaller footholds, and when I tell you to, you will climb to the highest, thinnest set of footholds and stay there until one of you falls. These stilts are dynamic. They will move and they will wobble, and so will you. Let's talk about the advantages. Third competitor to arrive has no advantage whatsoever. Their test begins immediately. The second competitor to arrive will get a much-needed rest before starting the endurance portion. And the competitor who arrives first will enjoy an even longer rest before starting their test. The first competitor to fall will ring out and go home.
This is only the second time I've had to send anybody to the circus, and it's all or nothing. Mark could be guaranteed a spot in the finals, but then also he could go home and that's it. He's come this far and all of a sudden it's over.
Make your way to the starting line.
Goldie! I see you down there, girl. We're gonna crush it! Teamwork!
I do think Goldie feels like she needs me. So I guess going in, if I'd known that, it may have impacted my decision on who I'd want to send. So when I put her in there, I feel a level of anxiety, and I've seen her each time with real fear on her face.
Take a second to put this entire journey into perspective. All we ask is all you got. Competitors at the ready. 3, 2, 1, go!
There you go, Cam.
You got this, Mark? Good. Step it up a little faster, Cam.
I figured Cam would be fast. I didn't figure Mark would be fast. Fear the lumber squash. And circus rookie Mark first to the top of the cargo net. Let's see if he's pushing too hard, too early. Cam up and over.
You're doing great,
Goldie always has that pace.
Go your pace!
Mark crossing the A-frame. Cam not far behind.
Right with him.
There you go.
You got this, Goldie. Good girl.
Goldie, as always, conserving energy. Mark approaching the Giants ladder. Man, that kid is moving at a brisk pace. He seems to be extending his lead little by little over Cam.
Woohoo! Go, Mark!
There you go, Goldie. Nice and easy.
Mark was like lightning through that thing.
Good job.
And look at the big man. Off to a bit of a lead.
Awesome job.
Cam seems to be slowing down. You gotta wonder if he's thinking ahead of that endurance platform. Goldie just now beginning to climb the Giants ladder.
All right, Goldie.
Mark looking a little unsteady at the start of that Burma bridge. Not a lot of room for those big feet.
You can catch him, Cam.
Goldie.
Good job, Mark.
He's right there, Cam. You
Step
can
right
catch
up.
him.
It is
Right on the
close, it is
axle.
close.
Rolling, Cam, rolling.
Cam now hesitating on that Burma bridge.
Good job, Mark. Good job, good job.
Stretch it out, Cam.
Mark still going full speed as he approaches the final cargo net.
I hate this ladder.
Whoa! Oh my goodness! Sports Center, prepare yourself. That was the best thing I've ever seen. There you go. That was awesome. He is the first on the endurance platform with a human cannonball. Awesome, man.
Here we go, Goldie.
Here she is. She has her own method of coming down this too. It's not quite like yours, Mark.
Doing good, Goldie. Slow and steady.
Hands dry and warm.
Yeah, trying.
Doing good, Goldie.
Goldie's arrived. Let's get the endurance started. All right, make your way to the platform.
Goldie's strategy is for me to be on the platform as distraction for Cam.
Up and on we go.
Cam and I have a great connection, but when we get on the battlefield, it is a war, and he is the enemy.
Goldie clearly in her zone. We've seen this before in the Endurance Challenge. Cam, your rest period advantage is over. Step up.
This game could be over soon.
Bring it back, bring it back. Hold tight and get a good grip on with those feet.
10 seconds until Mark has to start.
Looking good, Goldie.
All right, get those feet up there. 3, 2, 1, mount.
Be core tight.
Cam, Mark, Goldie, all up. Goldie, you've been up for 2 minutes.
You have the best position. I like where your arms are, they're not above your head.
A ticket to the finals for those who survive.
Just envision that, man.
Slow everything down. Slow, deep breaths.
On my signal, we will all ascend to the next set of footrests. That's a thinner footrest coming up.
Slow, deep breaths.
3, 2, 1, step up.
Everything forward. Good job.
Grip, grip tight, grip tight.
Slow, deliberate. Doing good, Goldie. Toughest one out here, Goldie.
You make it through this, you're into the money round. Don't leave anything in the tank on this one, guys. Don't leave anything in the tank.
Rourke is proud of you. Mario is proud of you.
Goldie's still absolutely motionless. 1 minute until you rise to the top. You all know those are thinner, and you all know the post can move, so you all know what you're up against.
This is gonna be a big problem for somebody. Mm-hmm. It's not gonna last. Feet are too big.
3, 2, 1, step up.
You got this, girl. There you go. That's it. Use your body. Use your body.
Good. Perfect. Good job. Excellent.
1 foot. Solid. Solid feet. Good grip, good grip.
Well, that makes me a very happy man. Now we're going to push all of you to your limits. Every muscle in your body is going to be telling you to quit.
Come on, dude. Grip tight if you're gonna move. A little while longer.
Cam, you're moving a bit over there. I just want to make sure you're all right.
I'm good.
Good job, Goldie.
Don't look at them. Take care of yourself. Whatever's bothering you, man, throw it away.
You all now realize we don't give anything away here. You earn everything you got. Mark readjusted himself.
Keep your core tight. Keep your core tight.
Not much room up there for those big feet. All right, Cam, you're constant shaking. I'm just gonna think that you're cold. Goldie, hell of a job.
Goldie, you are like a statue.
All right, try and relax.
Help me, Jim.
Is it your ankle?
Yeah.
If you get on a heel, would it help?
Do not let go at any cost. or repositioning going on. Who wants to stay? Who wants to go? You will go to the finals if you make it.
There you go. Find a good place. Easy, come on, come on.
Keep giving. Don't let it go.
Okay,
Keep giving. Your body hurts, ignore it. You want to drop? Don't.
Change
it's $250,000 on the line. Trip to the finals. Help your team.
Wow, this is it, huh? I thought everything was going well, and then, you know, my legs just start to lock up.
You did it, man. You did all you could, man.
I tried switching positions and everything, but that little peg, there's only so much you can do. Jim, I'm so sorry.
No, man, you did all you could.
Your strategy worked perfect. He couldn't keep his eyes open the whole time.
I need that.
Do I feel bad that our mind game worked on him? No. Just sucks that it had to be Cam.
I really want to spend another night with you. Sorry. It happens. Hey, chin up. Do I think that's the last kiss? I don't know. I would prefer it not to be. I don't know what the future holds, but, you know, I think I'll still be in contact with Hayes. I'm sorry I left you behind.
No.
Thank you, sir.
Get over here. She's like a Buddha!
You've done a great job. I think you've grown up, and you've taken certainly a giant step towards becoming a man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And now, it's time to ring out.
All right. It's weird when it all hits you at once and you have to say goodbye. It sucks I'm not going to make it to Final Circus, but I'm leaving with no regrets here.
You now know what feeling tested is like. If you can apply that to the rest of your journey, you're going to make it real far. And that's from a guy who's been there.
Thank you.
Next time, keep digging! On the 2-hour season finale.
This is gonna be fun.
The teams are in for shocking surprises. And the grueling competition pushes some contestants over the edge.
We're gonna burn them down.
Before ending with the biggest, baddest circus the teams have ever seen.
Blackout or win, there's no other option.
Don't you drop that rope, you son of a bitch! Which team will win the grand prize and prove that they have American grit?